I really want to get my 99 woodcutting, but I'm also broke, so I'm going to make a little cash by chopping yews, because hey, profit is profit. But is all profit really created equal? I don't know, let's check it out. First of all, yes, I'm chopping on my hardcore right now, which I can't sell the logs on, but I really needed some yew logs, so I just took advantage of these clips to start. At 91 woodcutting in 30 minutes, it looks like I'm getting about 43k XP an hour. This is going to go up as I level up, of course, but so will Redwoods, which is what I'm going to be comparing it to in a second. 91 to 99 woodcutting is about 7 mil XP, and at 43k per hour, that's about 162 hours. That's also about 40,000 logs chopped, which you can currently sell them for 270 apiece, putting you at about 10.8 mil profit for the 99. Not amazing, but hey, profit is profit, right? In other words, we've gotten 91 to 99 woodcutting done and made 10.8 mil by chopping yews. Redwoods, on the other hand, are about 59k XP per hour right at 91, also according to a quick, small sample size. And for that same 7 mil XP, it would take about 119 hours. That's 43 hours saved. So at this point, if I can make 11 mil in 43 hours, then I've gotten the same levels as I would have with yews in the same amount of time, but made more money. 11 mil in 43 hours is about 255k an hour. You can make nearly 300k an hour by pickpocketing arty knights, once you stop failing pickpockets, of course. But that's not even considered a good moneymaker to a lot of players, so there's a lot better ones out there. Not to mention, you would also get like 8 mil thieving XP in those 43 hours, depending on your level, of course. So even if we chose a moneymaker that got no XP, you'd still be profiting more. That's just one example, though. Let's try another. I want to get some crafting XP. I don't have a lot of cash, though, so I figure bowstrings aren't horrible. They're slow XP, but I'm not looking for 99 here, and I just want a little bit of AFK time. I'm using the Sears Village since I do have the diary done for faster bowstrings, plus a tele right to the bank, just to try to make the bowstrings look as good as possible. I use a small sample size again, but this isn't really RNG based at all, so you can get a solid rate in 5 or 10 minutes. I saw about 27k XP an hour, which is up to 1800 bowstrings. At the moment, they're about 140 coins more than flax, so you're looking at 252k an hour. Pretty much max off bowstrings at the moment, which is not great, but it almost fits the threshold from the last example, and we're getting some crafting XP. And you know what they say, profit is profit. But wait, if instead of grabbing a million XP from AFKing bowstrings, let's AFK these expensive staves. A mil XP would take 37 hours with bowstrings and would make me about 9.25 mil. I'm using earth staves since at the moment they're the cheapest staff. OS Buddy's site has some great GP to XP calcs for anybody who wants that quick information. I was getting about 230k XP an hour, which is just over 4 hours for that 1 mil XP. Let's just say 5 to make it easy. That's going to cost me about 3 mil, with earth battle staves currently being 3 GP per XP, which means I've spent a little more than 12.25 mil if you include the money I would have made doing bowstrings, but I have 32 hours to make that up, so that's 390k an hour I gotta make. We're not even going to go very far to beat that. By making fire orbs, which you could make into battle staves, by the way, it's a fairly AFK moneymaker, and it grabs a little bit of mage XP. You can even speeding up by not auto doing the orbs, but I'm an AFK fan, so we're going to go with the AFK rates. You can get 42k magic XP an hour here, provided you have 80 agility, of course. And at the moment, charging fire orbs is just under 9 GP per XP, adding up to a profit of 378k GP per hour. Unfortunately, that's just under the threshold we needed of 390, but after those 32 hours, you'll have made about 400k less than the original bowstrings, but you'll also have 1.3 mil magic XP, which is normally pretty pricey experience. We could even upgrade that mage XP to stringing amulets and then use the saved hours on different moneymakers. There's a lot of examples out there. Overall, the only point that I'm trying to make is that a lot of players lean the money-making route to train their skills, even though it's a lot slower XP, just because they think that the profit they make will speed things up in the future. When in all reality, 99% of the time, taking the faster route and then just making up the money a different way is going to be a lot faster, especially if you have good moneymakers like Zulra and Vorkath. I'm just talking stuff that's making less than half a mil an hour, and you can find a lot of stuff out there to make you more than a mil an hour. If you choose to do a certain money-making route for a skill because you enjoy that method, then have at it, please. It's the whole point of playing the game. But just be aware that if you're broke and trying to make money, not all profit is created equal.